Hi, I'm Brian Martell, executive producer on Borderlands 2, and welcome to Gamescom. So the Mechromancer is a new character that we're introducing here at Gamescom. She's got this friend that's a giant robot, and it's sort of a little bit like a pet class, summoning class, and she brings out this giant robot called Death Trap. And so kind of a play on, Necromancer and also Claptrap and that kind of thing. And she uses this friend to kind of wreak havoc on the battlefield. Some of her skill trees are really exciting. We have one called Close Enough, which is kind of fun because, like it says, the bullets don't have to hit exactly where you want them to, which is really cool to kind of ricochet them around on the sides of buildings or behind enemies that are kind of hidden. And it's kind of cool too because it'll hit multiple enemies even though you're shooting at one. It'll bounce around. So that one's really fun. We're still kind of figuring out all the skills that she's going to have. One of the things that's really neat is we've got these kind of game changer ideas, and we'll be probably seeing what happens with that. I haven't even seen everything that she can do yet, so I can't wait to see where we take it. I'm really excited about what happens with Axton, for example. He's got the turret again, and he's this time, we kind of played around with the soldier kind of being upgraded to a commando. And so even the title itself kind of explains a little bit about the fact that these guys are different and improved over the last game. So his turret is really badass. And so one of the things that it does is it has, in its highest skill, you get a nuke. And so you can longbow this thing out there, which is basically point where you want it to go, throw the turret, and it'll go much, much further. And then when it lands, it explodes in a giant nuclear explosion, right? Which is really cool. But in addition to that, it'll start, targeting whoever's left over. So it's, a bit of a game changer when you get there. We're also showing off Terramorphous the Invincible, who is an amazing raid boss that we have. And so what this lets you do is late in the game, you can kind of come back in and play against this big creature, and it's one of those kind of things where you really need a lot of your friends to kind of figure out the strategy. When you finally kill him, you're able to get some legendary weapons, and it's one of those things that's just sort of a late game kind of thing for those guys and gals who have played up to this point and really have a good time with just trying to do something that's near impossible. Borderlands 2 coming September 18th on PC, 360, and PS3.